If you have a data set just like this and want to turn it into a real interactive dashboard, well, this video will show you how. We're going to build a simple Streamlit dashboard using Python. Show key metrics, add a filter, create a chart, and run it in a browser. And I'll show you what to do if you get common setup errors along the way. So in the last video, we created the data set, we cleaned it, and then we analyzed it. Now we're taking the next step and turning that data into a dashboard that you can actually interact with. As you can see on my screen, I have a sales dashboard table that I can even download as a CSV file. We have our grand total revenue, average order value, and we have a bar chart that shows each product, and you can drill down to each region. So now let's jump into VS Code and start building this. So here I am in my VS Code. In my previous videos, we followed these steps. We created a data set. We then messed up the data set so that we could clean it, and we saved it as sales data cleaned CSV file. Then we analyzed the data by answering true business questions, and now we're going to build our dashboard. So now I'm going to right click in here and put new file. So this file I want to call app.py and enter. Now it opened up a blank sheet here. This is where we're going to type in some code. So again, I already have my cleaned dataset file, and this is where I'm going to create my dashboard app file. So if you have another CSV file, you can drop it into your projects folder and create the dashboard with your CSV file. So we want to keep everything in one project folder. It makes it much easier to stay organized. So the first thing we always do is we import our libraries. I'm importing Streamlit for the app interface and pandas to work with the data. Then I'm adding a simple title so we can see everything right away when the app runs. And we're going to call this Sales Dashboard. So now we're going to load our cleaned data set. So we're using pd.read_csv. And then we're putting in our dataset name, which is sales_data_cleaned.csv. And next, we use the st.dataframe. So it puts the data into a data frame, and we're going to run the first 5 rows of the data, which is df.head. Just to give you a quick review, we created our sales dashboard title, and then we uploaded our df head, which is the first 5 rows of the data set. Now we're going to create some KPI metrics. Now adding these key metrics, this is what businesses really care about. Now I'm adding 2 important KPI cards. The first one shows total revenue, and the second one shows average order value. I'm also formatting them so they look like real business metrics, with commas and 2 decimal places. Using the st.columns helps place them side by side, which makes the dashboard look cleaner and more professional. Next, we're going to build this filter so users can choose a region. This is what makes the dashboard interactive. When someone selects a region, the dashboard updates and only shows data for that region. That's a big part of what makes dashboards useful. Make sure to check your region column name is spelled exactly the same as it appears in your dataset. Column names in Python are case sensitive, so region with a capital R is different from a region with the lowercase r. And next, we are going to create the bar chart, looking at the products column. I'm grouping the filtered data by product and summing the revenue. And after that, the st.bar underscore chart creates a simple bar chart directly in Streamlit. This is helpful because it lets us quickly compare which products are generating the most revenue without having to read through a table of numbers. Next, I want to make the dashboard layout look cleaner. This line creates two columns in Streamlit, column 1 and column 2. This allows me to place one metric on the left and another metric on the right instead of stacking everything on top of each other. Using columns makes the dashboard look more organized and more like a real business dashboard. And now I'm ready to run my app. So go here to the top where it says Terminal, New Terminal, or if you already have your terminal opened, like I do, you can just simply type it in here. But again, make sure you're in the correct file path where your projects folder is located. I'm using Python -m Streamlit run and then your file name, which is app.py. This avoids the common issue where the Streamlit command is not recognized in the terminal. So once I run it, Streamlit gives me a local URL and I can open the dashboard in a browser. Now this is a very common issue where you run the app and a browser opens up. It's blank. A blank browser page usually points to one of a few things. So Streamlit did not start correctly, the app crashed in the terminal even though the browser opened, the wrong Python environment is being used, required packaging are missing, or the CSV path failed and the app stopped rendering. So the best fix, we're going to start with creating our virtual environment. So let's get out of here, go back here, go to Terminal, New Terminal, and again, making sure you're in the correct folder, we're going to enter Python -m and venv and then .venv and enter. Now here on the top, you'll see that it created a folder called .venv. So this is going to be your virtual environment. So next, we want to activate it in PowerShell. .venv / scripts with the capital S / and activate with the capital A .ps1 and enter. Now you'll see the .venv. So you're in that projects folder and you want to install Streamlit and Pandas. And this is also another reason why these are underlined in yellow. So once we install these, they will no longer be underlined. And next, put Python -m pip install Streamlit and also put Pandas. Enter. We're upgrading the pip, then we're installing Streamlit and Pandas in our .venv file. Now making sure you're in the correct folder, and we're going to do Streamlit run app.py and enter. And voila, here is your interactive dashboard. We have our title, and again, our first 5 rows of our data set. We have our KPI cards, which is total revenue and average order value. Then we have our drop down where we can select region, and our beautiful bar chart showing revenue and product, and our 2 KPI cards here at the bottom, total revenue and average order. And that is it. We just built a simple dashboard using Python and Streamlit. This is a great project for beginners because you can use it for practice, for your portfolio, or a starting point for bigger dashboard apps. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more Python, SQL, Excel, and Power BI tutorials. And if you want a shortcut, I also created a beginner-friendly data viewer app kit with ready-to-use Streamlit code, sample datasets, and a quick start guide. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.